today.
Schedule for that week. Secondaries take notice. Level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's a Falcon first down yet again. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big for the first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 3rd and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like they're getting.
So 2 third down
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later?
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's 49er football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. A second down throw for Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive?
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game. This goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Algier going straight ahead. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. McCaffrey running up the middle. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now 1 yard to go on third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Algier now up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back to throw again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Purdy. He's got it. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That's thrown underneath Algier, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Spots Samuel out near the sideline. He makes the catch. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,